Hello and welcome to Mooran. My name's Alan Ramsay, working for the Schilthorn Cableway. Here's the Hotel Alpenruhe. Beautiful balconies with a wonderful view over to Eiger München Jungfrau, which are a little bit covered in cloud today, but we'll see how it is. We're just about to leave the hotel, go across 40 metres to the cable car station and take the cable car up to Berg, which is in the sunshine, and then onto the Schilthorn. We'll see how it goes. From the bottom of the valley, take the cable car via Gimmelwald to Mooran. We're standing in Mooran now. The next cable car we're going to take is going all the way up to Berg. It's almost over 1,000 metres vertical, and then we take the last cable car up to the very top of the mountain, Schilthorn Piz Gloria. So we're coming out the cable car. Sometimes you'll exit this side, sometimes this side. Walk through here. Then you have escalators on the left, or a lift on the right. And the skiers are going out here, and then they're going to ski down from the top. So at the moment we're going up, and this is the second highest escalator in Europe. You might ask yourself, where's the highest then? It'll be that one there. And on this floor we've got the world famous 007 toilets. And we also have the Bond World on this floor, and we're going up here. Up here we've got a big takeaway area. We normally have stools and high tables up here. Skies everywhere. And then here you've got some clips from the film which are shot in the area that you're standing in. So this was done in this area. That's Blofeld, and right now we're in Blofeld's hideout on our Majesty Secret Service from 1969, 007 film location. We've got a bit of sunshine trying to come through. Sometimes the weather's like this. We've got a bit of wind, we're expecting a little bit of snow, but you'll enjoy this bit up here. I'll go and get ready. So this is a classic spot to stand. You choose the way you want to stand. You can be in danger. You can pretend to be his friend. Do what you want. So it's the world's first mountaintop revolving restaurant. It takes 45 minutes to make a complete revolution. Looking out the window on a good day, you can see up to 200 alpine peaks. You'll have Eiger, Mönch, Jungfrau out that way. And then we've got the Ebneflue, Mittaghorn, Grosshorn, Spalthorn. They go on and on. In this direction, on a good day, you'll see as far as Mont Blanc in France. In that direction, on a good day, you'll see as far as the Black Forest in Germany. 45 minutes for one revolution, so a lunchtime usually takes an hour and a half, so you're going to go around twice. Almost all the tables you can see are next to the window. Unfortunately, the chairs are on the tables because we're not allowed to open the restaurant. No restaurants in Switzerland are allowed to open before the end of February. So I turned on the TVs as well. So that's Christmas on Piz Gloria. Piz Gloria, the name. Piz is Romansh for the peak, and Gloria is glorious, so it's the glorious peak, which isn't a name associated with this area in particular, but when Ian Fleming wrote the book on Her Majesty's Secret Service, then Blofeld's hideout in the Alps was Piz Gloria, so we took the name and used it for the restaurant. So the Schilthorn is the mountain and Piz Gloria is the restaurant. So champagne for James Bond is Bollinger. So we've got plenty of Bollinger here. You can enjoy a glass of champagne, but I prefer dry martini, of course shaken, not stirred. Cheers. So our award-winning James Bond toilets. And you come and welcome. So the doors are done out with the Bond girls.
I must say it's a treat having a man here for once.
You got beautifully done. You got the sign here. Helps the men and says, aim like James. And then obviously, in this corner here, we have, of course, shake, don't stir, not just the martinis. And if you look at it, and in the mirror, when you're washing your hands,
what are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing here? Swiss Miniature is a park in Melide in Ticino, and there they have miniature versions of all the great buildings throughout Switzerland. And of course, Schilthorn you can also find there, so we got a copy made for our birthday, 50th birthday in 2017. Here we have posters from all 24 James Bond movies. Plenty from our film on Her Majesty's Secret Service in various languages as well. So here we have a map of the world with information all about the various James Bond film locations. Of course, the important big red telephone to get your instructions from M. Here are the cable cars. They needed special permission in order to paint the cable cars orange for the James Bond film, on the condition that they changed the colour to a more neutral colour after the film. It was decades after that the colours were changed to something else, so it doesn't always work. The kilt is also very important. James Bond wears a kilt in this film, and if you come under the kilt, you'll get an interview with George Lazenby, the James Bond star, that was recorded in 2013.
You know, it's really more beautiful when the snow's not here, because it's all bland when the snow's here, and now it's got all these beautiful waterfalls and mountains. It's a fabulous place. It's really happy.
Helicopter. This is a real helicopter. Its last flight brought it up to the Schilthorn. We took it apart, chopped the back off, and turned it into a simulator. So you can now sit in a real helicopter, and it will simulate a flight from the valley all the way up to here. So there's an interactive table that you can learn all about the film, different things. The author was Ian Fleming. You can open up, learn about son of a banker, moved to Kitzbühel in 27, fell in love with the Alps, which is also why he wanted Blofeld's hideout to be included in the Alps. There's also stories about the different food. So, shooting began in Moorn. Village life was turned entirely upside down. Hotels, the breakfast buffet introduced. They were always worried that they would be able to start in time. There was fine whiskies, wines, draft beers, lobsters, oysters, crabs, Angus beef appeared in the mountain village. Live bands also playing throughout the time. And if you're feeling like a bit of graffiti, you can actually write your name on the table. But don't worry, because it's not going to be permanent. Champagne, you can also pop. And if you drink too much, you'll spill your dry martini. So this is the original bob from the film that you can see going down the bob run that was built specially in Moorn in order to fill this scene. So you can climb in. Take your gun and follow the shadow, the silhouette. So here you go. Follow the silhouette, start shooting. So this is the only James Bond film where James Bond actually gets married.
Anyway, you have given me a wedding present. The best I could have.
Trouble is, just after he gets married, Blofeld comes back. He's got Helga, his sidekick, with him, and unfortunately the marriage is soon over when Tracy is killed.
Was the same. I'm known as Tracy.
And in this scene, George Lazenby, the first scene they shot, he could cry on demand, so he managed to get a tear to come out of his eye while they were filming this. And the director said, James Bond doesn't cry. Reshoot, so he did a reshoot without a tear. So this is a 12-meter curved screen in the Bond world, which will give you views, different views of the Schilthorn and the surrounding mountains in all 4 seasons. It'll show you clips from the James Bond film. and it'll also show you clips from sports activities that are found in the area, like an Inferno Triathlon and the Inferno Downhill Ski Race, the oldest and longest amateur downhill ski race in the world. Well, thank you very much for visiting Schilthorn Piz Gloria. It's been a pleasure showing you guys around. I just hope that sometime soon you'll all be able to travel again. And as soon as travelling does start, I hope that the Schilthorn Piz Gloria will be on your list, especially your bucket list of places to go as soon as you can. We'll be very happy to welcome you here. I'm sorry that the COVID times are affecting everybody, but we're all having to be patient. You're having to be patient too, but we'll be ready when it does open. And you're now going to get a link to some videos that we shot from the reopening after the first lockdown in June last year on Her Majesty's secret cleaning services. And then we did some in the autumn too to remind our guests to wear masks, disinfect their hands, etc. And they go under the title No Time to Die, our version of that James Bond film that's coming out. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay positive. Travel will return, and it can come soon enough for us as well. Bye-bye.